Welcome. እንኳን በደህና መጣችሁ. Good evening, ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to all you Ethiopian American and American. Welcome to your families and friends who have come to the event today. We are so excited to have all of you here. I would like to welcome on behalf of TWA, which is Trubrahan, Wenderson and Asagedech, who organized this wonderful event. Special guests, our ambassador from Araga, different countries' ambassadors who are here with us. Thank you for being here. As you probably already know, today we have gathered here to celebrate the Ethiopian Prime Minister, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, achievements and winning of Nobel Peace Prize. Lastly, we are lucky to have you, all of you here celebrating, and please enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you. ውድ እንግዶቻችን ይህን ፕሮግራም ተገቢውን ጥረት በማድረግ ኃላፊነት ወስዶ ያዘጋጀና ያስተባበረው TWA አባላትን በመወከል ከርቀት ማለትም ከኒውዮርክ ከፊላደልፊያና ደልዌር ድረስ ነርታችሁ የመጣችሁና ዋሽንግተን ዲሲ ሜሪላንድና ቨርጂኒያ የምትኖሩ እንግዶቻችን በዝግጅታችን ስለተገኛችሁ ከልብ እናመሰግናለን። እንዲህ በተዋበ ሁኔታ በሀገራችን ኢትዮጵያ ኤምባሲ አዳራሽ ተሰባስበን ለውይይት ያበቃን የእያንዳንዳችን አኩሪ ትግል ድምር የሁሉም ኢትዮጵያዊ ውጤት በመሆኑ ሁላችንም ልንኮራ ይገባል። ሀገራችን ኢትዮጵያ ሰላሟንና ሉዓላዊ ክብሯን ጠብቃ እንድትኖር ጋን በጠጠር ይደገፋል ነውና የአባቶቻችን ይባህል ሁላችንም ስለ ሀገር ሰላምና ደህንነት የበኩላችን ጥረት እንድናደርግ እያሳሰብኩ ይህንን ዝግጅት ስፖንሰር የሆናችሁንና በሐሳብ የደገፋችሁንን ትውልደ ኢትዮጵያውያን ባለሀብቶችን ከልብ እናመሰግናለን። ክቡር አምባሳደር ፍጹም አረጋ በሰሜን አሜሪካ ጃማይካና ፓናማ ልዩ መልእክተኛና ባለሙሉ አምባሳደር ፕሮግራሙን በንግግር እንዲከፍቱልን በአስተባባሪው TWA አባላት ስም በኢትዮጵያዊ አክብሮት ጠይቃለሁ። May God bless the United States of America. May God bless and unite Africa. May God bless Ethiopia. Thank you. Finally, special thanks for Washington Life magazine. Thank you again.
እንደምን አመሻችሁ። እንኳን በደህና ወደ ኢትዮጵያ ኤምባሲ ወደ ቤታችሁ መጣችሁ። በቅድሚያ ሁላችሁንም በተለይ ደግሞ ይሄ ፕሮግራም እንዲሳካ ይሄን ፕሮግራም በማዘጋጀት ከፍተኛ አስተዋጽኦ ያደረገውን TWA እና አጋሮቹን ስፖንሰሮቹን እንዲሁም ሌሎች ሁላችሁም በዛሬ ምሽት እዚህ የተገኛችሁትን ሁሉ እጅግ አርጌ ላመሰግን እፈልጋለሁ። እጅግ አርገን እናመሰግናለን። በመቀጠል ባጭሩ በእንግሊዘኛ ያዘጋጀሁትን ሌሎች እንግዶችም ስላሉን መልእክት ለማቅረብ ሞክራለሁ። በቀጥታ ወደ መልእክቴ ገባለሁ። Excellencies, US government representatives, ambassadors, I would like to recognize especially His Excellency Ambassador Mul Katande, Ugandan Ambassador to the United States, His Excellency Ali Sharif Ahmed, Somali Ambassador to the United States, His Excellency Ambassador Ratalamu, Ethiopia's Ambassador to Israel, and diplomats, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening again. I'm very honored to welcome you all to the Ethiopian Embassy. Before I start my remarks, I would like to thank all of you for joining us this evening, taking the time out of your busy schedule, especially on Saturday evening. Also, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Wenderson Asfaw and his team, TWA, who have organized this timely event, and also for speakers, performers, and other members of the Ethiopian community in the DC metro area for making it to this historic moment. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. As you are aware, today's event is held in honor of the Ethiopian Prime Minister and Nobel Peace Laureate, His Excellency Dr. Abiy Ahmed. We are gathered here to reflect on the unprecedented political and economic reform measures that have been undertaken in Ethiopia since the Prime Minister took office in April 2018. It's about now 21 months. And also to discuss the way forward on how to further strengthen these reforms and transform the country into a more peaceful, democratic, and prosperous nation. In this connection, when announcing the 2019 Nobel Peace Prize, the Norwegian Nobel Committee stated that the Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed for his efforts to achieve peace and international cooperation, and for his decisive initiative to resolve the border conflict with Eritrea, ending the stalemate of no war, no peace situation that lasted for 2 decades. The Nobel Committee has further elaborated that His Excellency Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has initiated important reforms in Ethiopia that give many citizens hope for a better life and bright future. He spent his first 100 days as Prime Minister lifting the country's state of emergency, granting amnesty to thousands of political prisoners, discontinuing media censorship, legalizing outlawed opposition groups, and significantly increasing the influence of women in Ethiopian political and community life. He also pledged to strengthen democracy by holding free and fair elections. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as duly recognized by the Nobel Committee, the momentous reform measures launched by the new administration have completely changed Ethiopia's political landscape and have put our country on a new trajectory of social and economic transformation. In line with this, let me highlight some of the major political and economic reform measures that are being implemented by the government to open up the political platform and encourage private sector participation in the economy. Immediately after the election of the Prime Minister, the new administration has released prisoners, removed the terrorist designation of major opposition political parties, invited exiled opposition politicians to return home and participate in political process. Similarly, new media outlets that were in exile were invited, and they are now broadcasting from home. Several websites and blogs that were blocked earlier are now accessible without any restriction. As part of the reform measures, the government has been revising several repressive laws in a bid to create transparent, accountable, and democratic governance. To this end, it has set up Law and Justice Advisory Council composed of independent legal professionals with the aim of examining restrictive laws and regulations. The Council is interested with developing recommendations for comprehensive revisions and amendments to the laws and regulations. In the economic sphere, the government has introduced a series of reforms to open up and transform the economy from state-led development towards greater participation of the private sector. Accordingly, the government has initiated an ambitious homegrown economic reform agenda. The primary objective of this reform program is to ensure rapid economic growth, generate employment opportunities for millions of youth in the country, and create an inclusive pathway to prosperity for all. A comprehensive national ease of doing business initiative is launched with the aim of improving the business climate, eliminating bureaucratic red tape, and amending restrictive policies and regulations that hindered private sector investment. With regard to diaspora mobilization, the global Ethiopian diaspora has warmly accepted Dr. Abiy Ahmed's call for $1 a day to support critical unmet social and economic needs in Ethiopia, and supported his message of love, forgiveness, and reconciliation in spirit of Medamar. Thanks to the Ethiopian Diaspora Trust Fund committed leadership, EDTF has established 47 chapters globally, and it has successfully mobilized online more than $5.88 million from over 25,000 donors in 93 countries. You can confirm for yourself from your mobile on the link ethiopiatrustfund.org this amazing work that has been achieved so far, and it's transparent. Ladies and gentlemen, although we still have a long way to go, these are commendable achievements by any standard. Furthermore, we are very encouraged by the all-round support from the US government to the reform measures. We are also very pleased that the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, as well as several other development partners have pledged to support Ethiopia's reform program. We all understand that these deep-rooted reform measures take time. They require patience and participation of all stakeholders, each and every one of us. We also recognize that the road ahead will not be smooth, and there will be obstacles that will challenge us to derail the reforms if we are not vigilant. As we have already started the preparations to hold the general election a few months, the challenges ahead of us could become even more daunting, but we cannot allow these challenges to incapacitate us. I assure you that the Ethiopian government is fully committed to stay the course and ensure that the upcoming election is free, fair, and transparent. In conclusion, I urge you all to make the utmost contributions in your respective areas of expertise for the betterment of the lives of the Ethiopian people at home and wherever you live, and contribute to the peace building and democratic process. I'm confident that if all of us make positive contribution towards these noble goals, the political and economic reform will create new opportunities for the Ethiopian people to build a peaceful, prosperous, and democratic society. Finally, His Excellency Dr. Abiy Ahmed has sent his greetings and appreciation to all of you for your encouragement and support. He sent his greetings and appreciation today after visiting the Great Renaissance Dam. So thank you so much for your attention. ለሁላችሁም በዚህ አጋጣሚ የሚገልጸው የዛሬ ምሽት የምስጋና ምሽት እንደሚካሄድ ክቡር ጠቅላይ ሚኒስትር ዶክተር አብይ አህመድ ያውቃሉ። ያላቸውን አክብሮትና አድናቆት መልእክት በዛሬው ዕለት የታላቁ ህዳሴ ግድብን ከጎበኙ በኋላ አስተላልፈዋል። ሁላችሁንም አመሰግናለሁ ብለዋል። እግዚአብሔር ይስጥልኝ።